Hi everyone, welcome to Shrudi's Pharma World. Today I'm going to talk about corrosion, different types of corrosion, how we are going to prevent this corrosion. These are the topics today we are going to discuss. Here you can see corroded materials. So this is a corroded material. Corrosion is defined as a reaction between metallic material with its environment, and this reaction with the environment that results measurable changes to the material, and that results functional failure of the metallic component, or maybe the complete system will be damaged. Corrosion is a natural process. There are two types of corrosion: dry corrosion and wet corrosion. Dry corrosion occurs in the absence of moisture. Okay, wet corrosion occurs in the presence of conducting medium. Here you can see dry corrosion and wet corrosion. Dry corrosion occurs in the absence of moisture, but wet corrosion occurs in the presence of a conducting medium. Here water is a conducting medium, so wet corrosion occurs in the presence of conducting medium. Dry corrosion is a slow process. Wet corrosion is a rapid process. Corrosion products are produced at the site of corrosion. In the case of dry corrosion, corrosion products are produced at the site of corrosion. But in the case of wet corrosion, corrosion occurs at anode, but rust is deposited at cathode. This is the major difference between dry corrosion and wet corrosion. Move on to the next point, types of corrosion. Corrosion is classified into four: general corrosion, localized corrosion, structural corrosion, biological corrosion. Localized corrosion is again classified into four: specific site corrosion, stress induced corrosion, liquid flow related corrosion, chemical reaction related corrosion. Intergranular corrosion, pitting corrosion, crevice corrosion. These are comes under specific site corrosion. Stress corrosion cracking, corrosion fatigue, fretting corrosion. These are comes under stress induced corrosion. Erosion, impingement, cavitation erosion. This are comes under liquid flow related corrosion. Galvanic corrosion is an example for chemical reaction related corrosion. Structural corrosion is classified into two: graphite corrosion and dezingification. General corrosion is also known as uniform attack corrosion. This is the most commonly occurring corrosion. This corrosion is caused by the chemical or electrochemical reaction that may damage the entire exposed surface of the metal. General corrosion are of two types: physicochemical corrosion and electrochemical corrosion. Physicochemical corrosion results swelling, creasing, cracking, softening of the material. Plastic and non-metallic materials are generally prone to physicochemical corrosion. Electrochemical corrosion is a type of corrosion that occurs at discrete points of metallic surface when electricity flows from cathodic area to anodic area. The same metal may contain both anodic and cathodic area. In such cases, electricity flows from cathodic to anodic area. Corrosion may occur at discrete point of that metal surface. That is known as electrochemical corrosion. Next is localized corrosion. Localized corrosion occurs numerous ways. Specific site corrosion means the reaction vessel may contain weak spots or dead spots. This weak spots or dead spots leads to corrosion. That is known as specific site corrosion. Intergranular corrosion is an example for specific site corrosion. The metal contain intergranular boundaries. Intergranular boundaries means the interface between two grain. The intergranular boundary is the 2D defect that is present in the crystal. So, chemical or electrochemical attack on the intergranular boundaries which is present on the metal surface that cause corrosion. The impurities which is present on the metal surface near to the grain boundaries that will precipitate. That impurities will precipitate and that leads to corrosion. This is known as intergranular corrosion. Example: Authentic stainless steel with nitric acid, when properly heated, it causes intergranular corrosion. This is due to the precipitation of grain boundary. Here you can see stainless steel pipe. These stainless steel pipes are heated and held in a wrong temperature range that leads to intergranular corrosion. That is also due to the precipitation of intergranular boundary. This is intergranular corrosion. Next is pitting corrosion. Here you can see pits or cavities. These types of corrosion results in development of pits and cavities. They range from deep cavities of smaller diameter to shallow depression. Example, alloy of aluminium or stainless steel in the presence of aqueous solution and chlorides that cause cavities. Aluminium alloy or stainless steel in presence of aqueous solution or in the presence of chloride that leads to the development of pits or cavities on their surface that leads to corrosion. This is known as pitting corrosion. Here you can see different examples of pitting corrosion. Crevice corrosion means corrosion occurs at the crevice because solutions are retained at such places. Here you can see the figure of crevice corrosion. Crevice corrosion occurs due to the presence of moisture, due to the presence of solution, because solution retained in such areas, it is very difficult to remove or it is very difficult to drain out. So that leads to corrosion. Such corrosion is known as crevice corrosion. Acidic condition or depletion of oxygen in a crevice can cause corrosion. Stress-induced corrosion, residual internal stress in the metal or externally applied stress that both can accelerate the corrosion. Residual internal stresses produced by deformation during fabrication and stress induced by rivets, bolts, shrink fits. These are the reasons for the development of residual internal stress on a metal. Okay, residual internal stress and externally applied stress both accelerate the corrosion condition. Eliminating high stress areas can prevent these types of corrosion. Stress corrosion cracking is the next type of corrosion. When tensile stress is greater than yield stress, then cracks will develop on the surface. Okay, here you can see cracks on the metal surface. This is stress corrosion cracking. Fretting corrosion is another type. Fretting corrosion occurs when metals slide over each other and cause mechanical damage to one metal or both the metal. Here you can see a rolling element because of the rotational movement of this metal that cause corrosion. So this is fretting corrosion. Flow related corrosion is there. Liquid metal can cause corrosion. Example, mercury attack on aluminium alloy, molten zinc attack on stainless steel. These are the examples for flow related corrosion. Impingement corrosion is also an example for flow related corrosion. Impingement corrosion is also known as erosion corrosion or velocity accelerated corrosion. Erosion is the destruction of metal by abrasion and attrition caused by the flow of liquid or gas with or without suspended solid. Here you can see eroded inner surface of a metal pipe. This is caused by abrasion and attrition. The destruction of the inner metal surface is caused by abrasion and attrition. This abrasion and attrition is occurs due to the passage of liquid through this metal pipe. That fluid may contain solids. So this is impingement corrosion. Next is cavitation corrosion. Cavitation corrosion is also an example for flow related corrosion. It occurs due to the formation of vacuum bubbles in the liquid stream when passed over the surface. This is cavitation corrosion. This type of corrosion generally occur around propellers. As we know, propeller is a mixing device. Chemical reaction related corrosion. Corrosion involves chemical reactions such as oxidation and reduction at anode and cathode respectively. Let's see what is this chemical reaction related corrosion. Example is galvanic corrosion. Here you can see galvanic corrosion. This type of corrosion occurs when two different metals are found together. This is one metal and this is another metal. So when two different metals are found together in a corrosive electrolyte, when these two metals are found together in a corrosive electrolyte, then galvanic cell is formed between these two metals. One metal become anode and the other metal become cathode. Right, anode corrode and deteriorate faster as compared to the cathode. So this is galvanic corrosion. Fluid corrosion structural is the next type of corrosion. In this case, the structural strength of the material is reduced due to this corrosion. This may occur when one component of the alloy is removed or released into the solution. The corrosion product also may remain in the plant. So this is structural related fluid corrosion. Structural fluid corrosion are of two types, graphite corrosion and dezingification. Graphite corrosion, graphite as we know it is an allotropy of carbon. Graphite corrosion generally occurs in gray iron. Okay, this is example for graphite corrosion. In this type of corrosion, metal ion get converted into corrosion product. Okay, in this case, metal ion is converted into corrosion product, leaving a residue of intact graphite mixed with iron corrosive product and other insoluble constituents of cast iron. Okay, metal ion is converted into corrosion product and that leave the residue of intact graphite mixed with iron corrosive product and other insoluble constituents of iron. This picture that represent graphite corrosion. Dezingification is another type of structural flaw related corrosion. Dezingification observed in brass. Brass contain more than 15% of zinc. In the case of brass, the principal corrosion product is metallic copper. The dezingification mechanism are of two types. Redeposition of copper over the corrosion product and the formation of zinc corrosion product leaving copper residue. These are the mechanisms involved in dezingification. Here you can see different examples for dezingification. We can reduce dezingification by adding little amount of arsenic, antimony and phosphorus to the alloy. Biological corrosion is the next type. Biological corrosion occurs due to the metabolic activity of microorganisms which cause deterioration of the metal. This biological corrosion is due to changing resistance to surface film, developing electrolyte concentration cells on metal surface, developing corrosive environment, and altering rate of anodic cathodic reaction. These are the reasons for biological corrosion.